Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I just want to say a massive thank you to the support on the previous video. As you can see in the background, if you haven't seen it, I've bought a new Golf Mark 4. Go watch the first video before watching this one, and then come back to this one and I'll explain what's going on. A lot of you have commented different things on what you want to see. We've had a lot of range in what you think we should do, but I think the main one that stood out the most is just to go for power. That's, I think, the most fun thing. I think if we try and put money in making this car look nice, we're going to be blowing our budget straight away because like, most of the paintwork's not that great. So I've been browsing the internet, mainly for second-hand parts because I can't really afford new parts with this budget. £2,000, remember? 750 went on the car. That leaves me with £1,250 to spend on parts, and I've already made some pretty big purchases. I almost blew my budget in like the first buy. So let's just start off, let's just go straight in the deep end. What do we think is in the box, guys? You're wrong. It's a hybrid turbo. This is a KO3S hybrid turbo from, I'm gonna have to see what he said because I can't actually remember. We've got a nice oversized tip from Forge. That's gonna be fun to install again. We've got an upgraded fuel pump. We're not going to reuse the housing because the housing is pretty shot. We're just going to use the pump that's inside. And to support all this, we've got some other things as well. We've got a front mount intercooler. We're going to be installing this ourselves this time. We're not going to be taking it to Dan again. The only problem I had when trying to find a front mount intercooler kit is that most of them are for the newer 1.8 engines. And the thing with the AGU is that it hasn't got a map sensor, which meant trying to find piping with no map sensor was a bit of a problem. And in the end I found this second-hand kit from an AGU, which, you know, all the piping, it should be a relatively straight fit. The metal pipe work is cool and it's alright, but we've got things like that which could probably do with replacing when we get to it. So that's that, that's the intercooler kit. I have no idea what intercooler it is. I haven't actually even opened it from the bubble wrap yet. Another thing, right, let me just quickly explain a big problem that I found when trying to research parts for this car. So the AGU is what they call a narrowband engine, or ECU. It's narrowband compared to the newer ones which are wideband. Trying to explain this as simple as possible, narrowband is harder for tuners to tune because there's less things to play with. Wideband has other sensors like map sensor, O2 sensors, but because of this old car they can only tune it from the MAF sensor and they can only go from that. Does that make sense?
Guess so. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
So I had two options when I found this out. I could either go all out and convert the ECU and the wiring harness to wideband, which meant changing the whole wiring harness, getting a new map sensor, getting O2 sensors, things like that, or find a tuner who could do their best with narrowband, and that's what I'm going to do. I've been talking to a couple of guys, Chris from Tuning Technics, who says that he can do it, as well as the guy who tuned my old Golf. He's now working somewhere new and says like he could be able to do it, but again it would be so much easier if it was wideband, but sadly we're going to have to just stick with narrowband. Anyway, let's just take a step back. Before doing any of the crazy stuff, we first need to make sure that the engine's running alright. We're going to have to do the maintenance and service bits, which is what I've got over here. Anyway, oh, there's a new pickup pipe already. We've got an oil filter, we've got the oil, we've got fuel filter, we've got a new pickup pipe, we've got a valve cover gasket, we've got the timing tensioner half moon gasket, we've got an intake manifold gasket, we've got an exhaust gasket, we've got a turbo gasket, we've got new injector cups, we've got some other gaskets which I can't remember what they're for, again and again, some bolts and another gasket. These are the bits that we're doing today. My main concern with the car at the moment is that it's got a bit of a hesitation. And my old Golf had a similar thing, and what solved that was new injector seals and cups and replacing the valve cover gasket. So that's the main thing that we're going to be doing today, along with servicing. I think we should just get started because I'm getting sunburnt here. Should we go?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Keep going, stop. We're good.
Yes! I just want to say a massive thank you again to Car Vertical for making this all possible. If you missed the previous video and you missed the recap of what Car Vertical is, let me quickly explain it to you. Car Vertical is a car history check. You type in the reg or the VIN number of the vehicle you want, you pay a small fee, and it will run through the entire history of this car for you. They've given me an Audi A3, but as many of you pointed out, it is actually an Audi A1. As an example car, just to see how this whole thing works and what you can see. Now you can see the mileage is alright, but it's been in an accident. And if you go down to damage, it will show you exactly what's been hit, how much the repairs are going to be, and it also provides pictures of the accident. And I'm sure if you were going to buy a car like this and they didn't say that it's been in an accident, you'd want to know before buying it. So check out the link in the description to check out Car Vertical. Have a safe and happy mind before buying your next car. Thank you once again to Car Vertical, and let's continue with the video. First up on the to-do list, here we have the lovely 1.8 turbo. I'm just gonna get out of the way. It's draining the oil. Hopefully this is simple. Done it before many times.
Is it gonna piss out oil straight away?
No, there we go. Cracked it. Crack the nut.
Crack the nut, hey.
Hey. It's so close. There is.
Oh, you f***ing missed.
I misjudged it. Oh well. Oil is drained. Now it's time to get the sump off. So I think it's just the same bolts all around. Oh, would you look at that?
Here's a 10 mil.
It's a 10 mil.
Hey, hey.
Hey Duff. Duff, come help.
Duff. Duff.
Okay, here we go again. Did that snap?
You get oil in your face.
Am I? Oops.
Oil in your hair.
Did I just get it in my hair?
I don't know.
I think I did, I felt something.
Oh yeah, it's in your hair.
I ballsed it. This is the new style.
What, you got oily hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, get some gloves, mate.
I haven't got any.
Oh.
You know, I went to Euro Car Parts for gloves, and for a pack of 5 gloves, I think it was, they wanted like 20 quid.
5 gloves?
Because it's like PPE now, isn't it? Yeah, I need to buy gloves. I need to buy a hairnet as well, don't I? Right, lunchtime. Yeah, we haven't even got the sump off yet, and we're going for a lunch break.
What we got for lunch? What's this?
I've got very, very salted chips. Peri chicken, my friend. Not Nando's. Nando's is overrated. Royal Grill in Sunbury. If you live in the Surrey area, then try Royal Grill. Not sponsored.
That is the oil return line. All these bolts are going to just drop out.
Big sump. Oh my god.
Would you look at that? So now this is off. See that?
Yes.
We got to take that off.
Why?
Because that is the. I lied to you earlier. That's the turbo oil return line. That is the pickup pipe, and I can see there's some plastic in there. So it's a good job I bought a new one. Here we have the sump. The main purpose of me getting this off was to see if I can spot any shards in here, any plastic bits, anything that shouldn't really be in here, and also to replace the pickup pipe. So it looks alright actually. Now what I need to do is replace the pickup pipe and then clean up the surface here so that we can just bond it back on, seal it back up and make it lovely. You can see there's a lot of crap in that one.
Yeah, there you go.
See it?
Yeah.
All the dirt in the corners compared to the new one.
Lovely.
I was debating on even getting a new one.
I think if you're going for big power, you just want the important stuff to be brand new.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I've tried to clean up as best as I can the sump and the edge as well. The same thing for underneath the engine. And I've just got K2 Bond, which is what I've just found in the garage. It's good for gaskets and things like that. So just going to do a thin strip all the way around. We're going to bolt it back up, and then that's the lower half of the engine done. Alright, you're at a good angle. That's not really a good angle. Don't make me fun. I would have chosen the back of the car, but
no, I would not.
alright.
That's filming you struggling right now.
Oh, please.
Cleaning. Cleaning is a long process.
His head through the head of the bolt.
Is this the thing you need, or is the little one the thing you need?
Yeah, just give me the thing.
What thing?
Whatever one, whatever one.
Oh, your hands are
What are you
disgusting,
doing?
bruv.
Oh! The bolt fell on my head. Now I need the bolt.
Hey, come on, man. Me f***ing muscles are f***ing falling out.
You get comfy, yeah?
I'm comfy. Don't you f***ing worry, son.
I need that.
Soz, mate. What, that?
I need... No!
See it? Right. Drill that right in, son.
No swearing.
I don't care right now. This is a PG-18 channel.
Alright, let go. We're good.
Oh. Alright, no. I need to clean.
I clean.
Sump replaced with a new pickup pipe. Need to do the oil filter, don't forget about that. And then we're going to go do the valve cover gasket. You join me in a position where I'm about to take the oil filter out. This is the oil filter, and now I need to try and get it out. Oh, it's turning. Oh.
Hey, it's only a car, bro.
This is what happens when you got guns. You don't need no tools. Use your bare hands. Oh, there we go.
What, sorry?
Use your bare hands. Ready for the drip. Yuck.
Yuck.
It is yuck. That's the only word that describes
Disgusting.
it. And that. Oh.
Lovely job. It is dripping on the floor, you spoonhead.
Who you calling spoonhead?
Look at that. Sliding right in there.
Oh, we're done.
You sure? Is that it? Is that all you have to do?
What? Change the oil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So next up is to replace the injector cups. You can see that there's a bit of a leak going on, but to be safe when doing this, you ideally want to take the intake manifold off, just because if you're trying to take the injector cups out and half of the injector cup falls into the engine, that's your engine fucked. So we're going to be taking the whole intake manifold off. I've got to work out how this throttle cable comes off, and then obviously we're going to be taking the throttle body off with it.
Hey, Dove. Hey, Dove.
Okay, so to begin taking the intake manifold off, you've got to remove this metal bracket. I think all it does is hold the dipstick in place. I'll just put it down there for now. Everything in the way of the intake manifold bolts has got to come out of the way, so fuel rail and the throttle cable. Unplugging the injectors with just the little clips. They're on clips of two little things, and then there's two bolts, and then this whole rail should come out. Whilst this video is going on, you guys don't know about this car yet. I also said about the podcast, didn't I? And I said if the video gets 1,000 likes, we'll do a podcast and I'll buy another Mk4. Well, I bought another Mk4, so I need to now start talking podcasts. So, we're gonna start a podcast. We're just probably gonna do like 1 or 2 episodes, see how it goes. I know it's not everyone's thing, like I don't even watch any podcasts, so it's kind of contradicting me doing a podcast when I don't even watch podcasts. But if it makes Adam happy, we'll do it. So if you guys have any ideas, if you want to throw any questions for the podcast, throw it in the comments below. If you want to know anything, let me know. If you want to know any funny stories that we got, like it doesn't have to be car related, it could be anything. I think it's going to be me, Nathan and Lucy who's going to be in it. So Lucy's actually going to be in the video for once. I can't believe it either. That was good because I'm just about done with this injector rail, fuel rail. I remember this being so much harder back in the day when I didn't have the right tools.
Yeah, the shitty bag of
random tools, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then we both invested in on our own tools.
So now we're going to take the injectors out. They should, hopefully, just pull out. No funny business. I think that just kind of sits like out the way now. Oh no. There we go.
You've done this before, right?
Yeah, I've done this before. I can't really remember what to do though. There's now room to get the bolts out of the intake manifold and remove the intake manifold. And we should be happy days. But first I need to find out how to detach this, and I think this. And that's the cable removed. Wow, that was actually so easy. I didn't expect that to be that easy. It looks so complicated. There we go.
Sweet. What's that? Oi!
GTI badge. This one's missing it, isn't it? Oh well.
Yeah.
GTI. Properly badged now. So at the moment I'm just trying to get all the pipes off that are connected on the intake manifold.
Hello. What? Are you helping Brad with this car, or are you just chilling? You chilling?
Alright, we're almost there. We've taken the intake manifold off. Intercooler pipe coming off. Like that. We've got another sensor down here. There we go. Any other wires or sensors? Oh, yeah. Another one down here.
Is it ready?
Last few bolts I need to take off.
Not ready.
I'm wet out. Yeah, look, come around here though, I'll show you where it's leaking. You can see where it's all damp around here and in there, especially this one.
Lovely.
But now that this is out, obviously we're going to replace these. It also gives me a chance to clean up the throttle body as well. We've had to come to a close because the injector cups that I got, oh, I didn't know that they were different to the AUM engine.
You can see your shadow there, so you don't know what you do.
So I've obviously just got the part numbers that I used last time when I replaced these on my old Golf. I found my old tool. These are the new ones. You can see is a seriously cool idea to unscrewing them. Turns out they're bigger than these ones. They don't fit. But at the end of the day, I've still got wrong injector cups. So I'm gonna have to send these back. I have to get new ones, and it's gonna delay the video for another week. The only place you can see when you get these is from Volkswagen. Whee! So I'll see you guys next week.
What we're doing, Bradley?
We're now going to get the valve cover off to replace the valve cover gasket, and we're going to see if there's any oil leaking in with the spark plugs.
Spread my wings and fly. Oh, that's a really scenic shot, that is.
What of me?
Like, scenic shot. Hey, you got some sunset on you, my guy. That indicates that we need to get a f***ing move on.
Also, look how burnt I am. Proof. You see that line? 90, no, what's the highest factor sun cream? Factor 50. I have to wear factor 50 sun cream in like English sun, and it's April. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, do you know what you did the other day? So your video that you recorded when we drove the Corrado,
Yeah.
you took out the bit I said follow my Twitch.
I was gonna I was meant to like put it in at the back or like put it somewhere else rather than like go follow him on Twitch. No, genuinely, that was a mistake.
So if you want to follow me on Twitch, I stream every Sunday at 8 PM. The primary thing I do is horror games. So if you like watching people get shit scared at horror games, then feel free to jump along. My link will be there if Bradley remembers.
So many plugs in this video.
What happens, yeah, if I just got this like mallet,
No, don't.
and I just went bang, 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 and all the camshafts like
They were like, ooh, that's really good. I am low-key scared for this car.
No, we're going all out. We're going full send.
I know we're going full send, but on a how old? Like, at what mileage? 190,000.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's going to handle it?
Yeah, it'll be fine. Right. So this is the gasket that we're taking off. This isn't the hard bit.
What's the hard bit? Getting the thing back on.
No.
Just at that point.
Basically, we're gonna have to release tension on the chain.
Oh, that you're doing it.
No, it's actually not that bad. Come on, I've done it when I was like 18.
Yeah.
I can do it when I'm now 22.
Well, you're doing it again.
When I first ever did this, I dropped one of the, I think it was one of these bolts that we were about to undo inside the engine.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You know.
But I managed to save it with a long magnetic screwdriver.
Wow.
Like it fell like right down in there. So I was kind of, at the time I didn't really realise how serious it would have been. I was debating, yeah, I'll start the engine up. Obviously I got it out. I was trying my hardest to get it out. But at the time I was just thinking, let's try not to drop one of these bolts in.
Is this gonna happen again?
Hang on, is this where I released the thing? I don't want to do this and then the chain just kind of pops off.
Yeah, don't.
Right, so my man couldn't find the tool.
Hang on. You can find the tool.
I know I filmed it, I just can't remember what video it was in, but to replace the timing chain gasket you need the little tool which releases the tension. I don't know what I've done with it. I thought I knew where it was and I don't, so I'm probably going to have to buy a new one. Sharp, bruv. That's all we can do for today. I'm going to have to put this on just so nothing gets inside. And see you again once I've got the tool. We're back on probably the windiest day I can do this on. Got it. I had to buy another one. I don't know where I put my old one. I've probably chucked it because I probably told myself I'd never ever work on a Mk4 ever again. Now I have filmed this on my channel somewhere before, but I don't remember what video it is in. Gonna film it again today, hopefully a bit more in depth. We're back at it again with the white vans. Let's do this.
They're not white vans.
So this is the tool you're gonna need to release tension on this chain, which holds a gasket which is known for leaking. So if you want to change that gasket, you need to buy one of these. It's not really as hard as it seems. It's just you don't really want to touch the chain when you're doing this because that can send your engine out of time. I still don't 100% understand these engines because it's all driven off a belt apart from one camshaft. Do you need to change? Do you need to change the chain?
Why are you asking me?
I'm just asking like in general. Because I know you obviously on that car you have to change the timing chain because it's chain driven, but this engine is belt driven, but it still has a timing chain. Because that's about as far as my knowledge goes on these engines. Anyway, let's get this gasket changed. Let me get a torch. You're gonna have to get right inside. Down there into that hole.
Yeah.
You should be able to see a yeah, there you go, there it is. So that's where the end of this needs to go inside of. And basically this head needs to rest against this plastic or metal part, I think it's metal, which releases the tension. A size 5 Allen key, start tightening it up. The first time I did this I snapped the tool because it was touching this metal part. So you want to get it tucked behind that. I think I might have done it. Oi, little bit of persuasion, boys. And there we go. Okay, so it just needs to relieve the tension a little bit, just so that we can get the bolts out without there being any pressure on it. Now that we have some slack in the chain, we now need to remove these 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one is over here. I think it's that one.
He's got it.
So underneath this there is a seal and a half moon gasket, and it looks like the previous person who done this sealed it on quite hard. That's the old one. So you can't really see it, but in there is the half moon seal. Basically you just need to push that off, and then we're going to clean it up and put the new ones in. With a bit of teamwork from Nathan, we've got it out. It's just so awkward because obviously these two bits are engraved and sat like inside the metal, so you have to try and lift it enough to be able to get it out. But that's it. So now we need to just clean it up and put both gaskets back on. New gasket gives you a little bit of a cheat sheet. So the bits in blue are gasket sealant basically. When that gets hot, that's gonna seal into place. So now it's time to get the new half moon in. And that's gonna sit exactly where the old one was taken out of. So this is gonna be a little bit of a mission to try and get in. Like this guy said he put gasket sealant on the moon. Do we risk not putting sealant
No,
on it?
you don't risk it.
We have to take it back out and put sealant on it. I mean, I got this one in pretty easy. So after reading up that we need to put a little bit of gasket sealant just in the nooks and crannies, no oil can escape if it wanted to.
Come on, son. Come on. Come on, son. Yes!
It's in.
I've done it in like 10 minutes.
Wow. I'm speed running this. If you want the best way of going in, you go in from the side and then just try and straighten it up with a flat head. All right, next bit. Right, going off this guy's recommendations, I'm not sure if I need to do this. I'm just gonna literally put a tiny bit on these bits.
Duff has entered the chat. It's not it's zooming in on Duff.
We're trying to get a good shot here. Mounting the car. Oh yeah. It's all about them angles. You should go back and just look at how I'm sat right now. Trying to get this gasket in. And that's how you get a gasket in without bending it.
Well, you nearly bent yourself.
Bent my knees backwards trying to do that.
Chocolate me.
You can just about see the new gasket poking out. I've put in all the bolts to make sure it is lined up perfectly. Put in the last bolt there.
How do you feel doing something that hasn't taken like 5 hours?
Pretty good. Yeah.
You've probably got
pretty good.
You've got a bit of debris in there. I spotted a few bits go in there.
Ah, bye.
A couple of bits of the old half moon gasket came out. Like,
fuck it. It'll get churned up and
turned into exhaust fumes.
Hopefully, yeah. Nice. That's just some brake electrical cleaner has just been squeezed out as I've tightened that up. Cool.
Wicked. Done.
Well, now I gotta put the new gasket on there.
Oh yeah.
Almost there. And here's one I made earlier.
You sound like Adam C.
It's because we've just been talking about him. I got spotted in Adam C. We both got spotted in Adam C's video.
Yeah. They don't know what car I've got yet.
Oh yeah. New rocker cover gasket. First part. The nice easy bit. Bada bing. Bada boom. Like that. That's done. Now the next bit is we need to put some sealant on all of the bends. What is that?
Bike.
Is that a bike?
Yeah.
We need to put some sealant on all the bends and things like that. Obviously give it a bit of a clean first. Basically we need to put seal there, there, there and here. And in the little half moon. You need to make sure this is all lined up nicely. And then you need to do the same thing again, put more gasket on the same place on the top side.
Slip it in.
Put it there. Hello.
You just gotta wiggle it down.
Is there anything stuck over in that corner?
That's down. The back's down. Yep. Down.
Sweet. Same again, I'm gonna just be putting these bolts in from the middle outwards. I wouldn't trust me with my timing chain. That's actually something, I need Leighton's help. Leighton, my man, are you watching this? We spoke about doing the timing belt.
Chain.
Belt.
Cam belt.
That's the same thing. And that's it. That is the valve cover gasket change, as well as the half moon change. Whenever the new injector cups come, that's when we'll be replacing them, and then that is it for today's video. Sadly, the one thing that we were waiting for was the injector cups, because I sent the old one back like 2 weeks ago. I was told the replacements were going to be posted on Monday, and then they were actually posted the Friday that's just gone, and I need to get this video up for Monday, so I'm pretty sure limit, but yeah, in the meantime, I've been doing some more stuff to the Audi, which is going to be in the next video. In the next Golf video, we're going to be attempting to finish off the injector cups, put the new ones in, and hopefully make a start on the turbo swap. Not sure how much power we're going to be making with it, but it'll be a laugh. I'm just going to say, just send it. Do you know what, if I can do at least one pull before it breaks, I'll be happy. Anyway, I need to give a massive shout out to Platerize, because they offered to make and send a fresh set of number plates for the Golf because they're looking a bit tatty on the old ones. So we're just going to quickly swap these over, hopefully make the car look nice and modern. So let's do this and then we're at the end of the video. It's like half the paint came off with it. Nice. Loads better, look at that. From that to that. And that wraps up for this video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. I've just heard from Raceland as well. They're going to be sending me some coilovers to fit for this thing, which I'm so happy about because that isn't really in the budget. Thank you for watching, guys. I really honestly appreciate the support so much. Stay tuned for episode 3 in 2 weeks' time. I'm trying to get these videos out every other week, so that gives me kind of a break. Work on things like my own car, which breaks sometimes. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.